think these parts are definitely 3D printed because I have to kind of push in order for it to actually screw down. So, which I know isn't recommended, but it's the only way I'm getting this to actually close up. But yeah, the long screws go in this black part. The smaller silver screws go in these red parts that go on top of the blaster. And then, as is usual with, I guess it's a worker product because it came in a worker box. But they give you a bunch of extra O-rings. So I've only had one kit that I needed to actually break out the extra O-rings to do stuff with, and that was my Long Strike metal kit. And it just did not like being used at all. Everything seems to function fine. Now let's just pop this one in place and screw it together. And it'll be finished, and I'll test it with magazines. Oh, and for anyone who goes back and looks around my channel and you're wondering what's with all the video games, when I was in my teens and when I was younger than that, I was obsessed with being a gaming YouTuber, and you know, obviously that never went through. I don't care to be famous. I thought it was crazy that, you know, over 400 people have viewed my last video, and I suspect it's because of the Mighty Mama, but I'm not quite sure. And I only got one comment from it, and they suggested a name, and he was cool. I like the name, so we'll see what I do with it. But I mean, feel free to ask any questions. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. So now we have to insert the barrel, which means we have to pull the bolt back. So you need to look, and it's going to be the one that's a lot wider that goes in this. You need this piece too. There's a little screw in it that you gotta unscrew so it fits properly. And I'm just going to unscrew it completely. Come on. So that it'll slide around the barrel a little more easily afterwards. So, but yeah, you just kind of take it and twist it into place, and that's as far back as it'll go. Then you put this piece on over it, and it slides back, and I had to kind of spin it to get it to fit down there. Or maybe I'm just a fool, and you have to put it in place first, and then squeeze this barrel in there afterwards. Yep, turns out I'm just a fool. Yeah, that's the kit done. I guess it's like a bolt pistol. I had bought this scar barrel to put on the end of it, make it a little more accurate, but you see I can put it on without actually having to unscrew it because it doesn't quite lock down, unfortunately. It seems like it'll be tight enough that it won't come off with regular play, but I might put some tape or something down so that way it has that to kind of lock onto. But yeah, it's a bolt pistol, and it has 3 sections of Picatinny rail. It's got one on the side here, one here, and one on the top. I ordered a second Mighty Mama to put on my knockout, my other knockout, and so I'm going to put my Proud Papa on this one, and I'll probably paint this up to match the color scheme I like, which is the alternate Elite stuff, where it's the white with orange and blue highlights. I like that a lot more, which is why all my stuff on my knockout, my other knockout, was white, orange, and blue. So I don't know what I'll do about the metal, because this is a metal bolt. The barrel's metal, obviously, but I think I can get away with putting some white and orange and blue on this part and just leave these parts black and see what I can do about this. It's very clicky. It looks like you're going to be more of a grab and pull release rather than you getting your finger up there. At least for me, because I've got pretty small hands for a dude. But I'm going to run and grab a magazine and show you it with the magazine. Alright, so I've got 3 kinds of magazines. I've got the Auto Darts, I think they're Tachi mags. And this is only a test mag because I actually broke it. I was choreographing something and it dropped the magazine and on a concrete floor and broke it. So I'll end up probably ordering another one. I've got the regular Talon mags, and then I have these little white 3D printed ones that I got from Etsy, and honestly I'm really curious about these ones because I like the idea of a little 6-round magazine in this, but it doesn't seem to work. Regular Talons, they work just fine. Yeah, they're a little loose, but I think they're fine. You know, there's not a skinny pusher, so you can't do that. But it's not that difficult to pull out. And Tachi mags work, which is kind of silly to me. Maybe not. No, I guess not. The pusher on the bolt doesn't want to squeeze through it, so you're basically stuck with regular old Talons. I don't have any Katana mags because Talons were easier for me to get, but this seems to work fine. Yeah, and I'll get some chronograph results and give you my final thoughts on this because it's fun. I like it. We'll see what the FPS ratings are.